Again, I'm Robert C. Dupree, and I want to make known to the media and to the public concerning this settlement, fraud, and deceit. General Mills here concerning my settlement was involved in a criminal act in using my former attorney by the name of Jeffery A. Sutton, who at the time was the attorney of the Barnett and Jamison law firm here in the Kansas City area, over in the state of Kansas. Nevertheless, General Mills knew that this lawsuit, after my former attorney had seen and looked at the evidence and stuff, that how I have been discriminated against because of my race, and the facts, even though the fact that the attorney, I found out after all was said, done, and finalized, that he did not talk to all of my witnesses, still the attorney, without informing me, without my knowledge, had calculated damages that he had presented to General Mills. And there was 4 figures, A, B, C, and D. A, he only spaked about $60,000 of back pay. That's from the time that General Mills had terminated me back December 27th of '99, and man, to the point at the time where my attorney had calculated the damages during the time when he had calculated him in the law firm, and it came up to be over $60,000 in back pay. Now there was 2 other figures, and the other figure was $189,000 and something dollars here for just general damages. And then after the general damages came the punitive damages, and how that was like $2.5 million that the attorney had presented to General Mills, which these other 2 figures that I have brought out, the attorney never discussed it and talked it to me about. I didn't find any of this here out until after all was said, done, and finalized, which I will get into on that in a few. And nevertheless, the amount of money that was brought out on this here, that General Mills had used my attorney to manipulate and deceive me into signing this document, it was only $35,371. And that $35,371 was solely based up off of a young lady who General Mills terminated and fired years later, which I will also give statements and things pertaining to that at a later time here. And her name is Teresa Lucious, where they had based the money off of her settlement, not settlement, but off of her yearly wage that she had made at the time in 2000. And again, as I was saying, based up off of this Teresa Lucious statement, her yearly wage back in 2000 that they based their settlement money off of was $35,371. Of course, I made more than that in 1 year when I was working there. And to show clearly how that this is also a criminal act and a fraudulent act that General Mills and my attorney had incorporated together to do this. General Mills, as stated earlier, presented this here tax form of Teresa Lucious to base this money up off of, and the attorney, Jeffery A. Sutton, did not prepare me for mediation. He did not, I found out, he did not talk to all of my witnesses and things around it. All this information, General Mills and my former attorney, Jeffery A. Sutton, they knew at the day of mediation. I had no knowledge of this, none whatsoever. And even another point that I want to bring out to clearly show that it was a lot of fraud and criminal act that was involved in this here, I agreed to pay the attorney at the amount of 33% of whatever it is that I was supposed to have gotten, you know, at 33%. Well, General Mills and my former attorney knew so clearly that they felt that they was going to get away with this fraudulent scheme, with this act of criminal activity and deceiving and manipulating me into signing these documents of settlement of full release, that the attorney had, after they had received and got my signature, deceiving me into signing these things, the attorney was paid the exact amount that I was paid. As a matter of fact, he was paid a penny more. I had received, out of $35,371.09, I only received it $17,685.54. The attorney and the law firm, Jeffery A, Sutton and the Barnett and Jamison law firm, who at the time he was the attorney of record of, received $17,685.55. So he received actually more than I did. And the contract that I had agreed and went into with Jeffery A, Sutton and the Barnett and Jamison law firm, January 9th of 2000, was for 33%. So actually at 33%, he should have actually gotten $11,672.43. So he swindled me even more out of the money that they had already deceived and committed criminal crimes and acts to deceive, to take away my settlement, the majority of it, and then violated my civil and constitutional rights. And also I want to